You finally finished the project, the assignment, the huge task that's been eating away at you for months. But instead of feeling proud, you detach, doubt, and move on. Your first thought isn't, yes, I've done it. It's, what's next? Do I even deserve to feel proud? Oosh! If success feels more awkward than satisfying, that's not self-sabotage. That's an AuDHD nervous system struggling to feel safe in an environment that shifted from goal-focused forward momentum to post-finish line disorientation. Humans, welcome to AuDHD Bites. Let's get our teeth sunk in, shall we? Feeling uncomfortable after success happens when your brain doesn't know how to process the shift from busy to done. ADHD thrives on pressure and urgency. When the rush is over, the dopamine crashes. Autism brings a deep need for predictability. Success can create change, attention, and new expectations that feel unpredictable. Together, the momentum that's supposed to feel good can actually feel exposing, uncertain, or even hollow. It's not that you don't value success, my human friends. It's that your nervous system isn't built to pause there easily. And when we never let ourselves fully arrive at success, we miss out on the emotional reward of our efforts and stay trapped in a cycle of constant striving where burnout builds faster than satisfaction. A brutal experience indeed. But it's not our fault. So, before we go beating ourselves up about it, let's stop and let's reframe it. You're not broken for struggling to enjoy your wins. Your brain's simply doing what it's always done, scanning for what's next to keep you safe. But that useful instinct, it doesn't have to steal your joy. Pausing to take pride in your achievement is not arrogance. It's your nervous system realizing and processing two very important things. We made it, and most importantly, we are safe now. Think about that, my amygdala-driven, hypervigilant human friends. We are safe now. That spell unlocks the door to rest. You see, learning to celebrate is part of learning to rest. And the key word, so that we don't end up beating ourselves up for not being able to do this naturally, is learning. So, you know where we're going. It's strategy time. How do we teach ourselves that success is somewhere that we're allowed to rest? 1. Name the crash. When that flat feeling hits after completing a project, give the feeling words and remind yourself, this is the finish line crash. My dopamine levels are dropping because they are no longer needed to fuel my actions. It's absolutely okay to stop, rest, and reflect. This act of giving a language with which to process the sensation stops your unconscious brain from rushing into another project before you've had time to rejuvenate and feel good about your achievement. 2. Anchor celebration as part of the task. Choose small sensory rituals that mark the completion of tasks. Light a candle. Play your victory song. Or share the moment with somebody safe. Fostering the habit of anchoring tasks with a post-task celebration helps your body recognize success as safety instead of uncertainty. Over time, your use of anchored celebration rituals can teach your nervous system that completing can feel grounding and not destabilizing. 3. Resist the next thing reflex. Let a finished project stay finished for a day before starting something new. Space between achievements gives your nervous system time to process completion before chasing the next source of stimulation. That pause can help you build a tolerance for calm, thus dispelling the toxic myth that constant urgency is the only way to feel engaged and valuable. A disgusting lie indeed. It's not productivity that makes you valuable. You're valuable just the way you are. So, my human friends, if success feels uncomfortable, you're definitely not alone. I have struggled with this personally, where I've done an entire degree in psychology, got amazing marks, and didn't even feel able to celebrate my achievements. The fact is that many of us with AuDHD find peace harder to sit with than pressure. But through self-understanding and the practice of bite-sized strategies, we can begin to enjoy the success that we've worked really hard for. The job is done. You are safe. And it's okay to be proud of your efforts. This has been AuDHD Bites, Goth brain guidance for ADHD, autism, and AuDHD. And I have been your host, CB Graves. If this episode has been useful, click like, subscribe, and drop a bat emoji in the comment section so that I know who I'm talking to. Until next time, bye humans!